welcome back to my channel. So some of you may not know that Melissa and Louis are both parents. Louis has a son, and I'm not sure what his relationship with his son is. He doesn't really speak on him or post him. Melissa has one daughter, a 17-year-old daughter named Isabella. Here's some older pictures of her daughter when she was a little bit younger. But her daughter is currently 17 years old. And here's more recent pictures from the past 2 years of Melissa and her daughter. And Melissa is currently in the process of suing her daughter's school over COVID vaccine requirements. So Sarcasm is the one who broke this story, so I will leave the link to the article in the description. Apparently, Melissa decided to file a lawsuit in March of last year after her daughter Isabella was denied a nursing internship because she refused to receive a COVID vaccination due to her sincere religious beliefs. So according to the lawsuit, it says Isabella was placed at a senior living and memory care facility owned by Brandywine for the clinical portion of her high school nursing program. So they said that they said her last name. I'm not going to try to say it because I'm sure I'm going to butcher it. But they said she provided Brandywine with a request for a religious exemption and accommodation from the COVID-19 vaccination policy. Brandywine informed her that they had reviewed and denied the request. So Melissa alleges that her daughter's denial violated the New Jersey law against discrimination, and Melissa went even as far to say that as a result of this denial, her daughter Isabella suffered emotional distress, including suffering embarrassment, humiliation, indignity, and other mental anguish. So Melissa is demanding the school pay up for damages resulting from the emotional and mental damage that her daughter allegedly suffered as a result of this. And she also wanted punitive damages, attorney fees, and cost to sue, and other relief as the court may deem proper and just. The senior living facility ended up denying Melissa's daughter's application to get religious exemption to the COVID vaccine requirement. So they ended up filing a motion to dismiss the lawsuit that Melissa filed on April 24th. And in the response, they said, look, there's multiple reasons that this lawsuit has no merit. They said, one, the New Jersey law protects against discrimination against employees and employers. But they're like, look, she's not either one of those because she's applying for an internship. And they said, two, the legal precedent allows businesses like Brandywine to mandate vaccination of those entering the facility because they need to protect the at-risk elderly resident population. And my honest opinion, I think this is going to be a money pit, and all it's going to do is just cost Melissa money. And I think it's going to be a hard case to win. This is just my opinion, though. I think if she thinks she's going to go in the healthcare field and not get the COVID shot and work around elderly people, if she considers this discrimination, then she's going to deal with a whole bunch more discrimination in the future, because almost any kind of job in healthcare is going to have that requirement, especially if you're working around old people. The last thing they want is someone to get COVID, especially someone who's working there, and bring it into the elderly people who are extremely vulnerable when it comes to their health, and then get them sick and they pass away from one of the people who were doing an internship there. And they don't want that on them, especially. And they explain that, look, she was not about to be an employee. She was seeking to fulfill clinical requirements for her education. The defects in plaintiff's complaint, talking about Melissa's complaint, they do not end there. Even supposing that Melissa's daughter was a covered employee under the laws against discrimination in the post-COVID-19 era, Recent case law has clearly outlined that the defendant BL's right as a private employer to mandate vaccination of those entering its facility in order to protect its at-risk elderly resident population. Moreover, because plaintiff has not invoked a particular religious belief that conflicts with the defendant's vaccination policy, so that doesn't sound like a very solid case if Melissa went to file a lawsuit against this company claiming, oh, they discriminated against my daughter because her religious preferences, and then she does not even explain what those religious preferences are. And the next court date for this lawsuit is in June, and she originally filed this lawsuit in March of last year, March 2023. And when I was doing some research, I found in June of 2023, 3 months later, the governor decided to drop the requirements for healthcare workers to get the COVID vaccination. So he lifted an order requiring doctors, nurses, and any other healthcare workers to be vaccinated. The move comes as COVID transmission has hit historic lows, and days after the Federal Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services said it would no longer require workers to be up to date on their COVID-19 vaccinations. Individual employers, including hospital systems, can still require their employees to receive all their COVID-19 shots. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think is gonna happen with this lawsuit. Do you think she's gonna win and go all the way with it? Do you think they're gonna drop it, dismiss it at the next court hearing? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.